And we live, man. Welcome to the Cold Truth Podcast, where we tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and don't care how you feel about it. I'm your host, White Boy Chris, and before we get into, more of the primetime games, Ravens versus Steelers, I am fucking disgusted. I don't know how many of y'all watched this game. Again, for y'all that do not know, I am a diehard Ravens fan. But this was disgusting to watch. And the thing that makes it worse is that through all that happened, everybody's still trying to put the blame on Lamar Jackson. So, in case that everybody missed it, the Baltimore Ravens, I believe, has 0 drops as far as receivers catching balls. They had 0 drops leading to this game. I believe after this one game, they lead the league. After one game, they lead the league in drops. This was terrible to watch. So let's just go over just the numbers. So Lamar, again, he didn't have his best game. Didn't get a touchdown. 22 for 38, 236 yards, and an interception. And that 27 to 38 don't even tell the whole story. But just so that y'all don't think that I'm just making stuff up as far as how bad these niggas was dropping the ball, not waiting for the ball to come. For anybody that might think I'm making this up, I'm going to go ahead and just play oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. But I'm gonna go ahead and just, because this you can't make this shit up. I can't even get the video. I'm still fuming from this damn. Okay. So I just want y'all to just, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't make that, bigger screen for y'all. Just pay attention.
Works out of the gun. Jackson, clean pocket, fires
Drop.
the field, and it's dropped by
Worried
Flowers.
about what you're gonna do before you even got the ball in your hand.
After the catch, watch when he catches it. I think he's thinking about
Look at
reversing
that
back
drop.
the other way, and doesn't look the ball all
Now
the
that's
way
one
in.
on him.
Nothing lead for Baltimore. They can add to it. 2nd and goal.
This is bad.
Jackson fires. It was high. Could have been handled.
And I think he had
It's
2
high,
options there.
but he
He had Andrews there.
He went through his
He had
hands.
Flowers
He could have
behind
caught that
him.
ball.
So I'm going to add a 3rd option. I think if
Boom,
he had taken
make
off
your
and
move.
gone to
Yes,
the end
away from the defender, could have caught that ball.
by Bateman. Down.
So
able to
we
practice
just
all
saw
the time,
two
and they're coming off
touchdowns
of
drop
injury.
back to
You're
back.
trying to make
Drop.
more of a play than what's there. Your timing's off, and you really want
Right
to
in his
contribute.
hands.
Rashad Bateman has had it. He's been a less
But
than
I want everybody
60%
to say he
thrower in
can't
these
throw.
3 games.
Jackson looking.
Drop.
And it gets jarred loose.
The rookie out of Boston College. And
That's
that one's not
number
really
2.
his fault,
That's number
except
2
to catch
on
it
him.
cleanly.
That's the 2nd drop.
See, yeah, it's right
in his
there.
hands.
If he
But he
catches it
can't throw,
clean,
right?
just tucks it away, but he doesn't. And for his effort,
Business at the Pittsburgh 31. Jackson.
Drop.
Soft toss.
That's the
Incomplete.
2nd one on 89.
Jackson from the gun.
Drop.
Throws it up.
That's a
Drop
walk-in
by Aguilar.
touchdown.
first coach will ask one
Look at
question.
this dumb shit.
How did you not catch that pass? That's all that needs to be said at that point. Could not have been thrown better.
Thirty, 198 yards.
Look at
Take the
this.
handoff.
You
A deep
trick.
ball. Stealing Teddy Flowers.
That's today. Something
Number
it's
3,
gonna be a forgettable day
wide
for Zay
open.
Flowers, isn't
And
it?
look at him.
Another
Trips over his
offer,
own fucking feet.
and he stumbled to stay on his feet.
So I just want y'all to see that I'm not making this shit up. I just showed y'all 2-3 plays in a row that could have easily been touchdowns. 2 for sure, easily touchdowns. Nelson Aguilar catch that ball down the sideline, that's damn near walk-in touchdown. There is no reason why we shouldn't have had 28 easy points in this game against the Steelers defense. We beat ourselves. We beat ourselves. And even that fumble that Lamar had, why is nobody doubling TJ Watt? Why do they have him going one-on-one on the edge? Why? Somebody please explain that to me. That makes literally no sense. And if you go back and watch this game, it was ugly. Just in the way that it was just the scoring was going on, it was ugly. I mean, it ain't really nothing, no other way to put it. You know what I mean? I mean, we score in the first quarter, field goal in the second. After that, we could do nothing else. They had we held them to 3 points until the fourth quarter. They get a safety off of I believe it was a fumble, another field goal, and then for whatever, can somebody please explain something to me? Marlon Humphrey just came off of a foot injury. Why do you have him guarding George Pickens one-on-one in that situation? Why do you have him guarding George Pickens in that situation? Makes no sense. 0 sense. 0 sense. And it's just getting to the point that, you know, it's gotten so bad that you got these major media outlets, specifically ESPN. They don't want to dissect Lamar's games. You know, let something happen in another game. Oh, it was this, and this. How do you admit the drops from the receivers, but still say Lamar has to play better? These niggas dropped 3 touchdowns. You want them to catch the ball for them too? God damn. They dropped 3. 3 of them. So we don't want to talk about the wide. And mind you, we saw multiple balls dropped by Zay Flowers, multiple dropped by Mark Andrews, which was a touchdown. Saw a touchdown pass from Bateman, dead in the hands. Circus catches all goddamn day, but you got a perfect ball right in the midst. In the midst. And he drops it. They want Lamar to throw the ball and catch that motherfucker. Because at this point, what else do y'all want him to do? Y'all talking about he still need to play better. These niggas dropped 3 touchdown passes. I want to say just showed y'all 8, 9 drops. But he need to play better? Come on, man. That shit just getting kind of wild. And see, but this is what's even worse. So, and I'm gonna just play this other clip because this is something else that is just completely nasty. Something else. Wait till y'all hear this shit. Because it's like, what are we doing? Oh, this is not the actual video per se, but, you know, let me go ahead and just, it's enough to where y'all should be able to hear the audio. So, because this shit here don't make no sense either. So,
a rugby ball. He's showing it right here. And I'm like, a rugby ball is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But somebody trying to be a guru. And he said, well, it's because you got to catch it with 2 hands. Yeah, that ball is not the same size as a football. And you look at some of these other things. Hey, genius, you catch a football. How about this one right here? Are his hands a little wide? I don't know. Take a look. If that was a rugby ball, I bet he'd come down with it. So now over here, I love the fade. We're going to show it hopefully a little later on. Here's one right here. Okay, use your hands. Catch it. Oh, come on, Mark. And now we're going to get on this one here. Oh, Bateman, he's got this one for sure. Whoops, but if it's a rugby ball, he's coming down with it, and he may just pick the thing, put it on the ground, and kick the extra point. I don't know, but I'm telling you this. My favorite one is still coming up, but again, 8 drops.
For the Aguilar
8 drops.
Yes, the National Football League game.
3 of them were
8
touchdowns.
Drops. All right, here's another one. How about
Shit,
this
I missed
one?
that one.
You want him to
That's
hand
not
the ball
shit.
to you? Like, come on. This is absolutely atrocious. But the fade where the touchdown should have been a touchdown.
The Aguilar play. We saw it in the
His
highlight
hands
too.
are this wide.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he going to catch a basketball? Or?
So, just off of that alone, this is my issue with that. Do you see basketball players practicing with volleyballs? Do you see baseball players practicing with golf balls? Do you see hockey players hitting a goddamn basketball across the ice? The only other ball that is used in football as far as training is a tennis ball to train your reaction time. They drop it and you catch it. Drop it and catch it. Drop it and catch it. And that's just reaction time with your hands. And they normally use that for a lot of linemen. Why in the hell would you work on practicing catching a ball you're never going to use in a real life game? Why would you not get a feel for an actual ball that you're going to use on Sunday? Somebody make that make sense to me. You don't see golf players swinging at tennis balls. You don't see basketball players shooting volleyballs. But for whatever reason, this genius thought it was a good idea to have the receivers practice with a rugby ball. Inexcusable. And this is the last thing that I'm going to get on as far as like, because again, this was a game where we beat ourselves. I literally just said that this is going to be one of the games where like the Steelers going to play hard. You know what? I don't even think they really played too hard to the fourth quarter. We beat ourselves. I just showed 3 that should have went in for touchdowns. Bateman dropped 1, Andrews dropped 1, and Aguilar dropped 1. And they all hit him in the hands. But we keep wanting to push the mirror that Lamar can't throw. And that OBJ signing, waste of time. They waste their money. Maybe I'll eat them words come later on in the season, but hey, I'm believing in patterns right now. He been hurt the past year and a half or however long it was before he got here. He played one game, hurt again, come back in this game, get hurt again. I saw him for one play. He probably was out there for maybe like 4 or 5, maybe, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, it's the same shit. Why do the Ravens keep getting these receivers after they are old, beat up? They keep doing it. I just don't understand it. They did it. They did it with Willie Snead when they brought him from New Orleans a couple years ago. They did it with Sammy Watkins after Kansas City threw his ass to the curb. They did it with Dez fucking Bryant, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. This shit got to stop. And now Odell, and you paid this man $15 million and gave him another $3 million in incentives. So even if he don't hit his, you still gave him a $15 million contract. For what? For what? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Y'all want to pay every position but the one that's been the glaring issue for Lamar's entire career. Y'all don't never want to pick up. Y'all don't never want to go get a good, decent receiver. You let A.J. Brown walk by. People can say what they want to about DeAndre Hopkins, but at least he been healthy all season. He been on the field. Hell, go trade for Mike Evans. You should have traded him before the season started, before he could see what they really was going to be. Had the Buccaneers started off trash this year, of course he would have wanted to leave. But now it's like, shit, they 3-1. He probably doing just fine. He's like, shit, I can get him 1,000 yards over here. Like I said, Lamar needs you have Zay. Go get him a big body receiver, man. Go get him an A.J. Brown type receiver. And see, the thing about it is, I could feel you on this, but A.J. Brown was with a run heavy team, and he's with another one. He was with Tennessee, who had Derrick Henry when he was shit, getting 30 goddamn carries a game, and A.J. Brown was still getting over 1,000 yards. Then you go from that run-heavy offense to another run-heavy offense, and you still producing. Hell, he go to Philly with a better quarterback. Niggas looking at A.J. Brown as a top 10 receiver in the league, man. Because look. But then this is the last thing I'm going to just get on before I move on. So, like I said, with this mainstream media, ESPN really came with the question after this game: does Lamar are the Baltimore Ravens getting their money's worth out of Lamar Jackson? What's up? You kind of caught me in the middle of my rant, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. But you really got people on ESPN to come up with a question: has Lamar Jackson gave Baltimore their money's worth? You ask that question after he has a game where these niggas have 8 dropped passes, and you question if he is worth the money? These niggas dropped 3 touchdowns. And guess what? Back to I don't give a damn about A.J. Brown complaining. He produces. I'll deal with all that other shit. You producing, I'ma deal with it. You ain't producing and you crying, shut the hell up. He producing. Yeah, we could get into okay, he complaining because he ain't getting numbers and they winning. We could talk about that later. You know, I'll sit him down like, say, nigga, some days you gonna get your cookies, and some days, hey, 6 over there gotta eat too. He gotta eat too. But back to the topic on hand, hey, these ESPN niggas fake. They just keep trying to get this goddamn clickbait, really trying to ask if Lamar is worth his contract after a game where niggas had 8 drop passes and 3 of them were easily touchdowns. I just showed it to y'all. So it ain't like I'm lying. It ain't like I'm lying. Is Lamar worth the money? Shit, y'all been surrounding Lamar with bums, and he been winning. With bums. I'm mad that he got hurt that year when all them niggas got hurt. Throwing 4 interceptions a game, still winning, first place in the AFC, not the AFC North, the whole entire AFC, 8-3 record. I do hope they turn this shit around because this game had me. Ain't no reason why these niggas should have lost this game. Ain't no reason why. Score 17-10 should have easily been 28. We should have easily had 28 if niggas remember how to use their hands. So that's just my little rant. You know, I done spent the first 20 minutes of this show on it, but goddamn it, that shit had me hot because it ain't no reason why we should have lost to that goddamn team. The way I watched that game, them niggas couldn't do nothing for 3.5 quarters. And they got let off the hook. So say, man, I can't even say too much about the defense. You hold some niggas to goddamn me 10 points, and then they get bullshit ass safeties and all this other shit, and then you want to leave Marlon Humphrey out there on the island with this nigga just coming back from a foot injury 1-on-1. Yeah, at this point, you niggas deserve to lose because the shit y'all doing is fucking stupid. Ain't no reason why y'all should have lost this goddamn game. Y'all had a chance to sweep y'all road division games. You beat Cincinnati. You beat Cleveland. All you had to do was beat Pittsburgh. and you would have swept your road games. All of them would have to come to Baltimore for the rest of them games. And when Baltimore has a home game, that's a home game. So that's just me, man. These niggas drop the ball.
If I could hop
Go ahead.
in though, but I told you last week the Steelers always beat Lamar because they have the perfect recipe. You force Lamar to pass.
But that's the thing.
I'll let you rant. Just.
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to answer and I'll let you go.
Lamar's weakness is taking away the run, the scramble, and you force Lamar to pass the ball. Not saying he's a bad quarterback, but that's his weakness. If you force Lamar to pass the ball, 9 out of 10 times, Lamar will lose the game. And that's the recipe for Pittsburgh every time they play the Ravens. They force Lamar to pass the ball. Yeah, I get it. Receivers drop passes, that's out of the ordinary. But
it's egregious, E. It's egregious.
What happened the last 6 times Lamar's played? Think about it. Lamar has a losing record against the Steelers. What happened the other times?
Yeah, now, I mean, he's 2-3 now.
So, it's just kind of how it is, man. Like, take away the run from Lamar, force him to pass, that's the recipe. That's what.
But the thing about it is, though, like, I could agree with you if this was like 2 years ago, where I'm looking at his personnel and it's like not saying that forcing him to pass is a bad idea. It was just literally the only reliable target he had was Mark Andrews. Now you have all this other talent. And like I said, you missed the video. Bro, I'm talking, these dudes is dropping, and it's like, niggas always want to talk about, oh, he can't throw. Oh, hell no. I'm talking, these balls is hitting these niggas right in the hands, bro. Right in the bread basket where these balls are supposed to go. And they just missed it. They missed it. I'm talking, Mark Andrews missed one in the end zone, bright as day. Rashad Bateman hit him dead in the hands. He missed it. Like, I showed the video maybe 10 minutes before you hopped on. These niggas just forgot how to use their hands. And it's like, I can't even put all this on Lamar because it's like, but it's just, even when I'm seeing it, like, oh, well, if it was Patrick Mahomes, even with all the drops, he would have overcame it. Like, bro, I don't think so. I really don't. Like, just the how bad that shit was, and considering that they really couldn't even run the ball on top of that. So I'm like, okay, you asked Lamar to throw the ball, and he's doing a damn good job. Niggas just forgot how to use their hands. Like, when I say that Pittsburgh defensively couldn't do nothing with these dudes, they were shooting themselves in the foot with all the drops, bro. I'm talking, first down completions, 3 touchdown passes, man. And I'm talking, these dudes is clear as day open. They should have brought him down. You can maybe argue that Mark Andrews was a little high, but it still went through his hands. So it's just like, we can debate, the previous games, but this one I can't even put on him. These niggas dropped 3 touchdown passes and shit. People only saying 8 passes dropped. I'm counting like 9 to 10. That shit was just bad. But like, Pittsburgh really didn't do too much of nothing except, they defense really wasn't even too dominant in this whole until like the fourth quarter. And even still with that, if they would have took care of their business with all them catches, they would have won. They wouldn't even have to worry about that. So, and that's just because, I watched the game on, well, I don't know if you caught it. I can't remember if you said you was out of town or what, but
no, I didn't watch it. I watched highlights of the game, so I guess that's what it was.
Yeah, I actually watched that whole game, bro. That shit there was no reason why we should have won that we should have lost that game. Just no reason why at all. And, I'm just as critical on my team as I am anybody else. I nitpick shit, but it was like, goddamn, like, come on, man. Nelson Aguilar been doing good all season, catching contested balls. The one you got wide open, you fucking drop. Like, back to the old Nelson Aguilar we know. There go that first round receiver you talking about. Trash.
You got 4 of them on your team. 4.
Trash. Every last one of them niggas, man. Every last one of them. Them niggas, bro. I'm talking about them niggas had me so hot. I don't know. That shit was just nasty. But we're going to get into a little, I guess, shit, because we already 25 minutes in. You know, I told you we was going to do our contenders versus pretenders list. So, pretty much, you know, pretty much self-explanatory. But we can just go back and forth, pick 5 teams from last season that made the playoffs that we don't think are going to make it this year. And then pick 5 teams that didn't make the playoffs that we think might make it this year. I think
perfect. Perfect. I already know who to start off with. I can
Well,
give
you want to start with the contenders or the pretenders?
The pretenders.
The pretenders?
Yes.
All right, so who?
First one, the New York Giants.
Yeah, that was easy.
that team is absolutely a monstrosity of trash, garbage. Like garbage is even a compliment. That team is bad, and it's not Daniel Jones' fault. It's really not his fault. I don't blame him. Give the man some good talent around him. Build an O-line around him. Give him a receivers, somebody. But that team is a pretender. That's my number one. Number 2, a team that made the playoffs last year and not make the playoffs. Who else made the playoffs last year?
The Vikings ain't gonna make it.
The Vikings ain't gonna make it. It's not Kirk Cousins' fault.
If I could just go back to that Daniel Jones thing, I do feel you on that. Now, I do understand that the offensive line is clearly the problem as far as like why they can't get shit going. But, and I understand that injuries do have a lot to do with it, but I kind of do want to look at the coaching staff because I'm like, why the hell did y'all go get Darren Waller if y'all wasn't going to use him? Now, I understand that we question the offensive, the O-line, but it's like, okay, dial up some quick passes, get some shit in rhythm, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's kind of hard to get the the run game going without Saquon, but I don't know. It just seemed like the coaching staff could be doing a little more. That's just me.
The thing about he's running for his life every time the ball gets hiked. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
So he doesn't just have enough time. Like, I feel for the guy. He's on pace to get sacked 99 times this year. That's crazy. 99, bro. He has a neck injury now. It's crazy. Yeah, like I said, bro, if I was him, I'd have got my money. Shut me down for the rest of the year. I'm good.
Nigga, shut me down till y'all get till Saquon come back.
yeah. Let Tyrod play. I'm good. Pretty much. Yeah, that's what I feel.
But clearly the next team, we said was the Vikings. Pretty easy. Oh shit. We said the Giants and the Vikings for sure. Who else you got? And we can also pick from the AFC too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm thinking. So who else made the playoffs last year?
So from the NFC, of course, you had the Vikings, you had Philly, you had Dallas, you had Tampa, you had New York, you had the Seahawks, and you had the 49ers.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's solid there.
Then from the AFC, you had Cincinnati, you had Baltimore, you had the Bills, you had Miami, you had the Chiefs, you had the Chargers, and you had who made it from the South? Oh, the Jags. The Jags.
I do think the Chargers are also suspect. I'm surprised the coach is not fired yet because he needs to get fired. Like they've been saved this past 2 weeks, but he's borderline about to get fired. So I think that's one team that's also potentially might not make the playoffs this year. And then just because the team is still very suspect. Like they've been suspect the past 2 years. They have a whole bunch of talent, but they never perform. Yeah, Jay Herbert going to do what he got to do, but it's still not going to be enough to put them over the edge. That's the way I see it. And
Yeah.
then number 4.
So you think the Chargers?
Mm-hmm.
I think the
Cincinnati.
Bengals, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say Cincinnati. But again, I just can't turn my back on Joe Burrow. I haven't. So I think they're going to go on a good run. And they pretty
Man,
much
I understand they're gonna go on a run, but it's just like they've already taken too many division losses. I don't see them bouncing back from that, especially since what's going on, bro? Especially since they've already played who have they already they've already played Cleveland and lost. They've already played Baltimore and lost. And then they also have, losses on the AFC side, which, counts towards, their standings. So I understand they beat the Cardinals, which that's cool. But I understand people can talk about, the Cardinals beat this, but yeah, it's still the goddamn Cardinals. Let's wait and see, how they, but I'm with you though. I definitely see the Bengals as, a potential pretender this year. But yeah, Jabbar. So right now we just we doing like a contenders and pretenders list. Pretty much taking 5 teams that made the playoffs last year that we don't think is gonna make it this year, and then we taking 5 teams that didn't make it that we think could possibly make the playoffs this year. So far on the pretenders list, we got the Giants, the Vikings, the Chargers, and the Bengals. As far as playoff teams that made it in last year. So so we got one more. I ain't gonna
I
lie,
gave
E.
you
I want to say the
4.
Bucks. I want to say the Bucks so bad, but the way the Saints been playing, it's kind of hard to tell who going.
I mean, the Saints blew out the Patriots this week, 34-0. But
Man,
it was
but that's why I'm like, if I had to pick somebody, it would probably be the Bucks, just because I do feel like that. Shit, ain't really nobody else left to pick that I think gonna miss. I don't think Buffalo's gonna miss. I don't think Miami gonna miss. We know Dallas and Philly gonna make it. We know that if I had to pick somebody out of the NFC West that might miss, I feel like Seattle could lose their spot if the Rams, go on a run. But you know,
I'm gonna let you know, man. My boy Baker Mayfield ain't going nowhere unless he gets hurt. Unless he gets hurt, that boy's making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's making the playoffs, man. I rode on him before the season. Y'all laughed at me.
You know what though? I wouldn't mind. The only reason why I wouldn't mind going on a limb and maybe saying Jacksonville is because they another team that's kind of been up and down to me. And say, man, I was one of them. I was like, shit, goddamn Indy or Houston might could knock them niggas out, man.
I would say Houston because
CJ.
quarterback is hurt now.
CJ Stroud ain't hurt. Did he get hurt?
Gardner Minshew was helping good.
Are you talking about Indy?
Yeah, Indy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, niggas be trying to talk down on that nigga Gardner Minshew. I be trying to tell niggas that nigga ain't trash. Hell. Look at what he did last year whenever the Eagles had to play the Cowboys. I don't think Gardner Minshew trash. I feel like they can still make a push with him. I feel like, I think it's just with the Colts, we fall victim in the recent history. Like, one year is like, oh, they got like a top 5 offensive line, then the next year they were just straight trash. So, but I feel like that offensive line and that defensive line kind of found their groove back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, if I had to, outside of the Bucks, if I had to pick somebody, hey, the Jazz can get knocked out.
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy to say. So,
And it
I'll
seemed
put them
like,
on
it definitely seemed like, man, like I don't know about 5 potential suitors that's not gonna make the playoffs that did make it last year, but it's definitely some teams that's definitely gonna sneak in there this year.
I mean, so
when
this
you
just
look,
our contenders list. So I mean, so this is just
yeah,
our so this is just, you know, the list we got so far as like pretenders. I mean, of course, we got the Giants, we got the Vikings, the Chargers, the Bengals, and the Jags. You know, like I said, the Bengals might sneak back in, but like I said, they done already lost 2 division games. They could plot. I mean, if they lose 3,
hold on. I'm gonna cut you off. Baltimore might not make the playoffs.
division too close over there.
Bro, Baltimore might not make the playoffs this year. You don't know, bro. I'm just letting you know right now. Like, I forgot to say that Baltimore made the playoffs last year, didn't they? They might not make the play. They might not make the playoffs this year.
Shit.
So, they probably wouldn't.
Shit.
You know.
I think, but like you got, I think it's more good coming out of Baltimore than Cincy, man. Like, because Lamar, it ain't Lamar's fault, right? You know what I'm saying? But Burrow over there kind of, you know, up one.
Now they saying that he looks a
week,
little healthier. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, take nothing away. I mean, I know when we get to talking about these teams, we actually got to put in the context, you know. But he did beat Arizona, but I do want to see how he looks about, you know, against, I feel like, a better defense in Seattle next week. I would love to see how he looks. I mean, a lot of people are like putting their stock into them. Just me personally, a little too quick, you know, off of this win. And, you know, I mean, shit, you got people putting them back in their top 10 after beating the Cardinals, but they got a losing record. So I'm kind of pumping the brakes on it. I mean, I understand that, you know, people want to go by recent history. They started off bad the past 2 years, but it's like, say, man, a lot of these teams in the AFC done caught up, and they still got to pay. They still got to play. We got to play the NFC West this year, I believe, and they still got to play. They already lost to the Titans bad. They still got to play the rest of them teams in the AFC. So I'm just like, shit. And then I'm just looking at their injuries. T. Higgins not there. I understand he was able to feed Jamar Chase yesterday, but I don't think Seattle ain't finna let him get no goddamn 15 receptions like that and kill them. He finna have to go to somebody else if you're gonna beat them. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. I'm just looking at injuries and everything like that. You know, we know what T. Higgins is to that team. I like Tyler Boyd, but he's clearly not one that, you know, I feel just wins a lot of one-on-one matchups if, you know, he's the, you know, the second wide receiver option on the team. So it's literally, you know, Jamar Chase is a dog, but that nigga Pete Carroll knows how to dial up a defense. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of excited to see the matchup, just to see, you know, how they do against that squad.
Yeah, and Seattle got a nice, you know, secondary. They got some talent over there. Yeah.
So
I can definitely see.
So we got our pretenders list up. So now we're gonna do, our pretenders list. So now we're gonna do our contenders, you know what I'm saying? So off the rip, you know, I already got Detroit.
Oh yeah. Detroit, like, ain't no like
Detroit, that's what I have a question.
Yeah, I got Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't even no, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think that's a question. So I easily got Detroit in there.
Seattle's number 2. They didn't make the playoffs.
They made it last year.
Oh, they did? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, they made it last year. Yeah, the contenders list is really the harder one. I'm gonna go out on a limb, bro.
But I will say Miami. I want to see how Miami look in the second half of the season, though. Because,
I mean, they made it last year too, but you know, they was hurt.
Yeah, since Tua been quarterback, they always start off hot.
Yeah,
like they always start off hot with Tua. So like,
now the good
I'm
thing
just kind of
about
interested to see how they play in the second half.
yeah, the good thing about them is that I think they getting a lot of they cold weather games, like when they got to play Buffalo and the Jets and New England. I think a lot of them games they getting kind of out the way early to where they ain't got to play all them games in December. So I definitely feel like that. I mean, I don't really think that matter, but you know how people are trying to use weather to be, matter the teams that be in warm weather climates. It only matter depending on who it is. So, but as far as contenders, man, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to throw the Commanders in there. I feel like if it's going to be a team that takes a spot.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
I feel like they can sneak in.
From who though? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like who? Like there's 7 playoff spots, so it has to be a wild card spot.
It was 3 teams. Yeah. It was 3 teams that came out of NFC East last year.
I feel like it's going to be a battle between. I feel like it's going to be a battle between them and possibly whoever comes out with the better record in the West. Because I feel like I don't think that 3 teams are going to make it out of the NFC West. I feel like it's going to be 2. But I feel like the only way, I feel like that last spot, so let's just say the Seahawks and the 49ers go back this year, right? I feel like it's going to be a battle between the Commanders and the Rams for that 7th spot. If there were to be a 3-team division to make it, I feel like it'll be between those 2 teams. Because I don't see 2 teams coming out the NFC South, and I damn sure don't see 2 teams coming out the NFC North. So you'd have to have, of course, the 4 division winners, whoever win, and then you'd have the 2 second teams that I just mentioned, as far as Seattle, and let's just say out of Dallas or Philly or whoever, would be the second out of that. And then I feel like it'll be a fight between the Rams and the Commanders at the end of the season to see who get that 7th spot. The Giants and the Vikings are out, bro. They not making it.
But again, you could say the Saints and the Bucks make it because
I feel like the Bucks are gonna win it. No, I feel like the Bucks are gonna win the division.
Yeah, but what about the Saints though? Because they do have a winning schedule. Like they do have a winning record right now as well. So
I feel like I had to see a lot more of them for me to put up because it's really on the QB, bro. I mean, right now, if you had to ask me who I would pick between Derek Carr and Baker Mayfield, right now I would say Baker Mayfield just because he's looked better.
Huh? Say it again.
I have to be honest. I just got to be honest. So, if I'm just being honest about it, I feel like the Saints are going to be competitive this year. I just don't see. I don't know. I'd have to look at their schedule and see who they play the rest of the season.
Right now?
Nah, he played last game. He played, but even
Winston,
still,
Winston played. Didn't Winston they play last game?
I don't think he played last game.
Winston played last game?
Nah, Derek Carr played, but even still, he had 2 touchdowns, but he went 18 for 26. They had to do too much, 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. But I mean, even in that loss against Philly, I feel like Baker had a damn good game. He just couldn't, even in that game, hell, Mike Evans had a couple drops and he dropped a touchdown pass. So, I mean, and shit, like the Saints, they 3-2. I mean, they both have won 3 games. The Bucks, they just had their bye. But shit, having the Saints and the Bucks already played head up already?
I don't think so.
I think they did. They did, and the Bucks beat the shit out of them, 26-9.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams kind of sneak in there.
Yeah, that was that game, where I said I want to see how they do against the defense. That's that game the nigga Baker threw 3 touchdowns. 25 or 32, 246, 3 TDs.
Shake and bake.
The Saints ain't do nothing but kick field goals all game. So, hey, that's the only reason why I'm like, hey, I shit. I wouldn't mind putting like I said, as far as the NFC goes, I wouldn't mind putting the Commanders as a contender. Only thing I feel like is gonna stop them is Ron Rivera's stupid ass.
Yeah.
Because
Airbnb
I knew this
kind of
contender
dialing
bitch.
stuff over there on offense.
Huh?
No, I'm saying like
Derek
I know
Carr
Airbnb
clears
kind of
Baker,
dialing some stuff over.
Right now, I don't know if Derek Carr cleared Baker Mayfield, man. That nigga Derek Carr I don't know. But shit, we got 3 more teams left, and we can move on to this next topic. Who else y'all thinking?
It's gonna be somebody.
You mentioned the Rams?
AFC.
What?
No, I didn't. The Rams could also be one too.
Yeah, the Rams.
Yeah,
that's easily another one.
The Rams.
Yeah, they're playing. That's just coaching right there. You know what? Like when somebody says you're a good coach, that's 100% coaching. How they're able to play and compete.
So 2 more. Like I
feel like the Rams. They got this thing where they.
I'll throw Houston, bro.
Yeah. So I was about to say. So you think Houston or you think Indiana?
Houston.
I think Indy.
I think Indy, bro.
I think Indy. I like Houston Rock. I like Houston Texans. I like their roster better. I like who they got on their the better though. Like for the
I feel like Houston is like one dynamic offensive player away from like, okay, yeah, Houston finna make a push to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, but it's I feel like I'm still rocking with Indy because of what they already got, and based on really how I seen Anthony Richardson play. Like, and now that they finally got Jonathan Taylor back in the lineup, I'm seeing how he gonna get the tires skipping rolling. Like Indy for some time kind of already had something already built. So, and they really not too much far off from that. Houston's still gonna struggle here and there though.
Yeah. But okay, that's so yeah, I guess we can go ahead and put the Colts in there. So let's see. You haven't been watching Houston, sir. It's okay. It is okay. That boy CJ Stroud is the truth. Yeah, CJ Stroud. He is going to show y'all.
Him and Bijan, rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year.
Who?
Hell nah. Offensive rookie of the year. Him and Bijan? As the Rams. That Rams receiver.
Puka Nacua.
Whatever his name is. That ball is ball. Yeah.
Puka Nacua.
Whatever his name is. That ball is all his ass off. That ball is a beast. He's killing the game. He's definitely going to be offensive rookie of the year. I'm telling you. Bijan got clout, but that Puka dude is playing his ass off, man. For real. Like, he's leading the league like a reception.
Yeah, I still got to see a little bit more. Like, I got to watch the Rams game. I got to see, is he getting more yards after the catch? You know, where they lining them up at and things like that.
Yeah,
it seems like certain receivers over there.
But this is my thing, though. I'm wondering what the defense is gonna do whenever Cooper Kupp come back. Because if they actually got Cooper Kupp, on the if he ain't on no pitch count, who you gonna double?
So I think they say he playing. They said he was supposed to play last week. Cooper Kupp.
You talking about who was that? How you say that running back name in Miami, bro?
Devon A-Chain.
Yeah, that's who DC talking about. But he been playing better, but he kind of out of it now. He finna miss 4 games. I think he on IR.
Yeah.
Did Cooper Kupp play this weekend?
Bro, everybody on IR, bro.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp played.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he played this weekend. Oh yeah, that nigga came back in rare form. Shit, back like he never left. And Puka wasn't far behind. I mean, Puka was still doing his thing. Cooper Kupp went 8 for 118. Puka went 7 for 71 and had a touchdown. That's a dangerous duo right there, boy.
Yeah.
I feel, and it ain't like Matthew. I mean, he had the best, completion percentage. He went 21 to 37, but 222, 2 touchdowns. He ain't had no picks, but shit. The Eagles clearly just looking at the numbers. Hell, they just had the ball longer. Had the ball for 37 minutes compared to 22. That'll win you a lot of games if you can keep the ball away from everybody else. So, but we got one more team, man, and then we can get into the. So we got the Lions, Commanders, Colts, Rams. One more contender, y'all. One more contender. Who y'all got?
I'll say this. Although I feel like it's too far gone, but I think the Bears might have caught fire. I think the Bears might have gained some kind of momentum, bro. Like I think this past game was a little bit of a confidence boost for them.
Hey man, you a real
nigga, bro. They really should win at least 2 or 3. They should really be at least 2 and 3 though. They should have won that game against Denver.
Yeah.
I'll say that game against Denver, bro. Fields made some mistakes late in the game, but you up 3 possessions, bro. You got to bring that game home, bro, as a coach.
Oh hell yeah.
Start running that ball. Ooh. They got to start by running the ball, man.
That's tough, dog. I don't see 2 teams coming out the NFC North though. I just don't see it. I mean,
at the North, yeah.
They could probably get through everybody, but I don't see them getting through Detroit. Because they are as good as their offense could possibly be. I just don't. I mean, yeah, that defense got up for that game. I just don't see it. I just don't see 2 teams coming out the NFC North right now. I just don't see it. I mean, I feel like the Bears could. I mean, if the Bears get, let's just say they get maybe 8 or 9 wins, I feel like that's a huge plus from where they've been. But as far as a playoff berth, yeah. I don't know if I see that. He's saying the Saints, I mean, possibly, but then that means that, what we were just talking about, somebody from the NFC West or the NFC East ain't going to make it if they do.
Yeah, that means the Commanders or somebody else falling out.
Yeah. I mean, but I you know what? I wouldn't mind putting the Saints just because, I have looked at their schedule. Their schedule is not terrible. So, I mean, if we just look at who, and then we can move on. I wouldn't mind putting the Saints on there. But let's just look at their remaining. Like I said, I just have a hard time trusting Derek Carr sometimes, man. So
the Commanders got a
let's just look.
The Commanders got a harder schedule, but the Saints, the Commanders got a harder schedule, but I think they're a better team than the Saints. So
yeah, so the Saints got they got to play the AFC South. So Saints got the Texans, they got the Jags, the Colts, the Bears, the Vikings, Falcons, Lions, Panthers, Giants, Rams, Bucks, Falcons. I don't think that's a stretch to put them in there. I feel like they could win enough games to, possibly the NFC South could have 2 teams in there. So I ain't mad at it. I could put the Saints in there if y'all cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy that I just traded for that A-Chain cat and now he hurts for 4 weeks. This shit don't.
So the contenders, we got the Lions, we got the Commanders, we got the Colts, we got the Rams, and we got the Saints. So I don't think that's too bad. Lions for sure, Commanders, Colts. I mean, like I said, the Jags just been so up and down. And then we forget they already lost to the Texans. The Jags already lost to the Texans. So they already got, a division loss on their resume, and then they already lost to the Chiefs. So that's another AFC loss, that kind of go towards their standings. So we just seen Houston beat the shit out of the Steelers last week. I know they lost to the Falcons, but who was that?
Boy, Houston trash as hell.
Who was that? Tank Dell that went out with a concussion, like his number one receiver. So, and they only lost by 2.
Man,
so
Houston trash
they won
as
by
hell.
a field goal. So but I'm not mad at this list. Lions, Commanders, Colts, Rams, Saints. I'm not mad at this list. I'm not mad at all.
I wouldn't say Houston is trash.
Man, them niggas trash.
Okay.
How?
Bro,
I can't
all right, look, I'm about to explain how they trash. What y'all getting bamboozled by the league. Y'all talking about CJ Stroud. The thing is,
bamboozled. I actually watch these games.
No, and me too. And I'm telling you, everybody can look good against another bad team. So the teams that they look good in would have been bad teams. The Steelers are a bad team. Like, nigga, these niggas is not good for real. And then when they do play somebody, to get their ass whooped. Like, Houston is not as good at, like, you talking about one dynamic player. Yo, like that CJ Stroud shit, of course, it's like how Dak was when he first came to the league. Bro, they literally stopped running the ball completely. So now it look like whatever they happens is CJ Stroud. Instead of actually having a whole game plan to make them way better than what they're supposed to be. They don't even run the ball no more. Pierce don't even get the ball no more. Like, Houston is not good for it. Like, it's not, bro. You can take any of the top 8 teams. They probably win about 21.
So just to kind of push back on that. So as far as them running the ball right now, they aren't the best just because they have invested a lot of their money into they tackle. And we all know at the end of the day, they tackle. What are tackles paid for? To protect against the pass. So that's one thing. So last year, they definitely hung their hat on running the ball just because that's what they did well. They definitely need to go get some inside lineman help. So I'm not going, dispute you on that. But I've watched Houston very heavily.
But you haven't watched them.
Hold on.
Go.
That defense that Houston has is real. Tank Dell has come out of nowhere and shown I am the number one receiver on this team. And again, if he don't get hurt in that game against Atlanta, they win that game because they went out and got that tight end from Dallas, and I haven't heard his name getting called like that. He was much more valuable to Dallas than he ever's going to be in Houston. So I just feel like they're definitely on the right path. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that they have a rookie at quarterback and they got a rookie pass rusher that is killing niggas. And the fact that the way that I see it, I still feel like Houston is very good. We can say we want to about the Steelers, but they just had a better game plan against that defense because me and E talked about it last week. Ain't like none of them niggas was hurt. They was all there. So
Tank Dell got 19 receptions this season, 324 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that's the wide receiver that you're sitting here talking about right now. The Puka Chuka, whatever the hell his name is, got that shit in the game.
Well, actually, it's not only Tank Dell. Nico Collins is also
okay, but he said Tank
really
Dell.
Good as well.
I'm just making it very simple.
To help out.
325 yards. That's the wide receiver we speaking upon. Like I said, it's easy to be a number one receiver against another wide receiver that's not good. 300-something yards in the fifth game by now, that's not good. Nigga, Tyreek Hill got 200 yards in 3 games already.
We can't start comparing everybody to Tyreek now.
Nah, I'm just saying this, but what I'm saying is you can compare good and then you can compare average. If you want to say he's the average receiver, okay. But then it kind of sucks to even say that when I just heard y'all talk about a rookie that got way more touchdowns, more passing yards, and receptions in the game.
I mean, but in the same breath,
I don't think
I'm just looking
the thing
at it
we're saying is that Houston Texans is a good team. I think they said they're a very improved team.
Yeah, I ain't beating my table and saying really Houston is just this, but when I'm just looking at the AFC South in the whole, I mean, I'm not, I ain't sitting here just saying that. I just think that Jacksonville can run away with that shit.
Hold on. I'm saying to you is this. When y'all say the Houston Texans, I just want to make sure we got this right. Because honestly, respectfully, if y'all talking about winning Super Bowls, and I'm like, okay, we
strictly just talking about, playoffs.
And even playoffs. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, they'd be a waste of spot. If Houston play the playoffs, they are a waste of spot. Whoever they play, they losing.
I mean, you can say that about. Because at the end of the day,
so it's like y'all hanging your head on a losing team.
But you know what? I can't even say that, because if Houston does end up winning that division, they got to go against the 5 seed, and that's a wild card team. We don't know who that could be.
It don't matter who it is.
Yes, it does.
The wild card team is going to be the damn Bills or the Chiefs.
No, it's not.
Or the Bengals. It's going to be one of those. Watch. All of them can't win that division.
So it could possibly be the Bills. It's not going to be the Chiefs. and let's say this. If you think so, okay. So let's say this: the 3 teams that they could possibly, because the Chiefs ain't losing this division in my eyes at this point. So
once the Eagles beat them, we will have a different conversation. But go ahead.
So let's just say it's the AFC East, right? So so it could be either Buffalo or Miami, right?
Oh my goodness.
I done seen. Hold on. We done seen 2 stinkers from Buffalo this year. So let's not overlook that. If you want to say Miami because of who they got as far as personnel wise, okay, I'll give you Miami but I don't think they're gonna lose.
Hey Chris, you know what you just said?
But guess what? But hold on. So the only other team I can think of is the Chargers. You confident in the Chargers like that? Because I'm not.
Listen, what you're saying is this. You saying a nigga got to legit shit the bed for the Houston Texans to win.
No, I don't.
You don't believe the Houston will win.
I'm not saying that.
So you think Houston is better than the Bills?
I didn't say they were better.
I'm asking you.
The Bills have a roller coaster this year, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Man, what's their record?
They 3-2.
So that's a roller coaster?
Well,
look how they lost. That's what I'm saying. It's like they come, like, bro.
And look how they won. You got to say both points.
Look at last week. Look what they did against Miami. And then they go the next week against the Jags and laid his egg. Like they weren't even looking the same on offense.
All right, so you saying the Jags, but you talking about
the defense we can understand because they had injuries. We understand they got another. Mike Milano was probably out for the season. He was the middle linebacker that
Can I ask a question?
But I'm just talking like as far as they offense, bro.
No, I respect it. But hold on, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What have you seen Houston play, the teams they played, that's making you say this?
At the end of the day,
what game are we speaking about that Houston played?
Okay. The only impressive win Houston.
They had a big win. They had a big win against Pittsburgh, bro.
Pittsburgh, yeah, that's the
Pittsburgh is ass.
They're 3-2.
Pittsburgh is trash.
Well,
Pittsburgh is 3-2.
So what's Baltimore?
And they trash.
What's Baltimore?
Bro,
they not an ass team.
Who? Baltimore.
No.
Baltimore. Listen, hold on, my goodness, bro. Baltimore might be more trash than Pittsburgh.
Hold on, nigga. I'm about to jump through this goddamn screen on your ass, nigga.
But look, I'm gonna keep it 100. Look, this is what I hate about niggas. Like, see, y'all niggas want to like lie and tiptoe around some shit. See, I keep it 100. Baltimore is a great halftime team. The first half, these niggas is cooking. Second half, they turn to a motherfucking NCAA D5 school.
You ain't watched the game last week, so I ain't even gonna comment on you. I ain't finna get mad all over.
I wouldn't even say every first half, bro.
I ain't finna get mad all over again. E, you better get your homeboy if I get this.
Hey, Lamar Jackson.
Hey.
Lamar Jackson only good for a half. After that, they done for.
DC, don't make me go through this again, man. I done already explained this shit. I can already tell you didn't watch the game this past week, so
it ain't about. Hold on, look, Chris. Hold on, look, you right. I didn't watch this last game. But I watched the 4 games before that. I at least seen the highlights, and I see Lamar do the same shit he did for the last 3 years. I've been saying this shit about Lamar Jackson for the last 5. Don't act like it's a secret.
So hold on. So
I'm saying Lamar Jackson is not what y'all think he is.
So I'm gonna get into this, and then we can move on. I'm gonna just say this one statement because, like I said, I watch every game. I know. Do you want me to tell you why these niggas pumped the brakes in the second half?
Why?
Because they head coach don't want to keep his foot on niggas' fucking necks.
So who fault is that?
The head coach, bro.
All right, so what that makes that? So what that makes Baltimore? What that makes Baltimore, Chris?
Hold on. I'm telling you. So even in the game that we just played, it wasn't Cleveland because we had beat them. It was the Colts game. We was leading that game, but you know what Baltimore does? Because they so worried about niggas getting injured and shit. They take their foot off the gas instead of going ahead and just putting more points up on the board, and they allow these niggas to come back. So we'll have a lead. Say it'll be like 14 or 17-7. They'll fuck around and slow down. Like, okay, we don't want nobody to get hurt. We just want to take it easy. Let's just run. And then when it's like, oh shit, they done came back. They try to throw. They know we got to throw. So it's like, what they gonna do? They bring in the rain. So
only thing I hear is why they're bad.
I'm not blaming that on Lamar though, because I'm gonna just go over this last. I'm gonna do a quick 2-minute.
Hold on. Before you do, I'm gonna let you do it, Chris. But before you do that, you're not blaming the star quarterback. You don't think he could change some fucking plays? You don't think Lamar Jackson, the nigga that motherfucker takes over that team, can't say, "Hold on, my nigga, we put our foot on the gas."
We can say that about a lot of quarterbacks. That's the only reason why.
And I would blame every quarterback because it was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers said, "Hey, look, my nigga, this shit ain't working. I'm throwing this bitch." Any real quarterback that's a star is doing it. But you gotta have some type of respect and blame on the quarterback, bro. I get what you're saying. You can blame the coach. I get it, but you cannot blame the nigga that's playing. Like, no, you have to blame the nigga that's playing too.
Okay.
Like, if I'm in that position, hey, look, we losing too many games for this shit.
A lot of quarterbacks don't have the privilege to audible at the
line.
That
Lamar Jackson do?
No, not really.
We're not talking about quarterbacks. We talking about the main. So, fuck no. That y'all niggas about to piss me off. What you mean? A lot of quarterbacks don't. A lot of quarterback does have the place.
Even Tom Brady didn't audible at the line. Like, ask him. It's like you gotta be like.
I didn't see Tom Brady do whatever the fuck he want to do for years.
No, that is not true, DC. That's over Russell Wilson when they lost that Super Bowl to the Patriots. He didn't have the ability to audible because
he didn't have no ability. No, he wanted to be the star. That's what it was. That nigga had the ability. He know that shit was stupid.
But
he could easily be like, "Hey, look, audible." Like he wanted to be the nigga that scored that touchdown. He knew this shit was stupid. Instead, he fucked up. Like that. Come on, bro. I didn't say, nigga, you talking about Peyton Manning's. Nigga, we're not talking about a rookie. We're talking about a superstar quarterback. Nigga, you're not about to sit here and tell me, nigga, Aaron Rodgers audible all the fucking time.
But that's Aaron Rodgers.
That's Aaron Rodgers, though.
And nigga, it's Lamar Jackson. That's what I'm trying to. They on the same level. What?
I mean,
man, I know these niggas like.
Some people feel that way, but hey, man, nigga, Aaron Rodgers been doing this shit for a long time. So, but hey,
what they gonna bitch Lamar Jackson?
I ain't getting my blood pressure back up.
I'm not. They gonna bitch Lamar Jackson if he audible.
No, I'm not saying they're going, but like, dude, a lot of quarterbacks do not have that ability to audible.
Man,
very few of them.
It's a lot of that do,
Nah, DC is really
Patrick Mahomes audible whatever the fuck he want to do.
No, he just
two-time MVP, two-time Super Bowl champion.
Do he really?
And he does it. He just extends the play. He just runs around and finds somebody to get open. That's not audible. He really does,
bro. So what y'all telling me is, if the niggas is up by 17, and Chris just put this right, he said he ain't gonna get his blood pressure up, but he just watched this shit, and we talking about 5 games, nigga. I'm talking about for years now. Baltimore been the exact same way.
Happening for years.
Yeah. So listen, hold on. So we talking about for years of football we done watched. These niggas play the same. You telling me a nigga ain't gonna switch it up? Y'all niggas is tripping.
Like, okay, I'm gonna give an example. Can
we can move on to the next topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Can Pickett audible that last play of the game to Pickens? You know that, Chris? That was an audible play. He called it. But he said if that play not worked out, they were going to be on his ass. So he took a chance. Like you said, like quarterbacks are not allowed to audible.
Like a real quarterback would. Man, come on, go ahead.
No, so I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna just say this that we can move on, of course, because we've been on for a minute now, and we already know what we got to talk about. But I will say this: I have seen there are times to where you get a lot of times when you see audibles, have 2 play calls that's been sent to you. So like in that situation that you just talked about, they clearly had one play. They had one play that they gave like, okay, we got this play right here that we're gonna run initially. But if you see something, you can audible to this play. And the reason why he audible is because he saw George Pickens in a 1-on-1. So when he saw this, like, oh no, fuck that, we finna audible to this right here. What did they call? Randy, talking about Randy Moss. They saw that nigga 1-on-1. Hut threw it.
But that's the reason why the quarterback get paid so much, because that's what they supposed to do. Y'all acting like that's not a part of their job description. It's the audible if they see something like that. I can't believe y'all acting like they gotta be some motherfucking robots.
But it's levels to this shit, bro. Because
it is, and we're talking about Lamar Jackson. We're not talking about the motherfucking rookie. If nigga, you just told me pick. You just told me pitching.
Most quarterbacks not going against the grain. Most quarterbacks not going against the grain of play call unless they like.
And I was about to say let's just be Lamar Jackson, offensive coordinator from last year, bro. I believe he would definitely be calling a lot more audibles. But this is first year, new offensive coordinator. I feel like he's just trying to go with the flow. And like he said, how Patrick Mahomes do. If a play break down and he got to create, he gonna do that. We know that. But I kind of feel like he's just trying to go with the grain. And again, back to what I said earlier, that we can move on. His wide receivers had 8 fucking drops last game, and 3 of them were for touchdowns. 8 drops, 3 of them were for touchdowns. I'm not blaming Lamar for that game.
That's receiver's fault. Man.
Yeah, but I also seen a lot of Lamar motherfucker throw some bullshit ass passing too.
Boy, not that game. We just talking about that one game.
I know. Like I said, I ain't see last game, so I won't speak upon it. But I'm just talking about how Baltimore as a whole, we know who they are. They know better than the Cowboys. We know who the Cowboys are.
Calm down.
Y'all can get hyped all you want, but when it's time to playoff time, they show up every time. Baltimore do the same.
That's cool.
I mean, that's a fair argument.
But speaking of them, let's go ahead and get into it. E, you may speak.
All right, so pretty much, like I tell y'all, everybody match up differently against each other. There are some teams that's always going low bro you. And I feel like I told you last week we were not going to win this game. I told you there was no way we're better than this team. I thought we were going to put up more of a fight, be honest. But this shit was damn near embarrassing. And again, it made me realize something for the first time ever that I don't think Dak is that dude. I used to support Dak a lot. But I realized that for Dak, everything has to be perfect for him to produce. And he's not that type of quarterback where his back's against the wall and he has to come back down from 21 points and ball out. Again, there is not many quarterbacks like that in the league anyway, but Dak is really just a good quarterback. He will never be great. And this week showed me. So it was embarrassing. It really was.
Anybody else want to hop? I'm going last.
Yeah.
I know that right now.
Yeah. I just think, bro, overall, man, everybody got beat. The offense got beat, the defense got beat, the coaching staff got beat brutally. It's just so many aspects of the game I think went wrong, bro. I think Mike McCarthy is play calling to not lose the game and not win. It's certain chances that Mike McCarthy just didn't take in this game, bro. I get you trying to make the offense, the West Coast offense, something that very simplistic for the receivers and for the quarterback to kind of pretty much thrive. And for the coming into this game, the Cowboys didn't have a problem moving the football, but this game they didn't even get in the red zone. The problem was they couldn't score in the red zone, but now they can't get in the red zone. And
I need you to repeat that one more time because I've been getting killed for the past 2 goddamn weeks. Because I done said the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem is
go ahead.
The Dallas Cowboys can move the football but they can get in the red zone, but they can't score in the red zone. And this game, they couldn't get in the red zone at all. And like the defense, of course, couldn't save them. But I think Dan Quinn deserved to put his feet on the fire a little bit because he don't make adjustments when it comes to stopping the run. The same problems was happening in Atlanta. Them same problems starting to trickle over in Dallas based on that one game in this Arizona Cardinals game. I still think Dan Quinn one of the best defensive coordinators in the game, but the game they couldn't bail him out. And we need to get more depth at linebacker, bro. Because I'm tired of putting these safeties in the box. Dan Quinn got this thing where he want to play safeties in the box and not linebackers, bro. I'm getting sick of that. And for Dak Prescott, bro, I'll say this, man. I still think Dak Prescott is a really good quarterback, but based on that last game, bro, and honestly, even going back to last game, that pick heading into halftime in the divisional round game, Dallas called a timeout, and coming out of the timeout, Dak they went empty backfield, and Dak threw the tip ball pick to Fred Warner, man. In that moment in particularly, bro, I noticed that the 49ers and that whole defense is just Dak Prescott's kryptonite, and they really just got in his head, bro. I just really think, like, I don't think any other team can beat and dominate the Dallas Cowboys like they did Sunday night, like they did, bro. I don't think any other team can match that certain level of dominance. I definitely don't believe that.
And just to piggyback off of you, you're right about Dan Quinn, but y'all forget the coach, Kyle Shanahan, he knows Dan Quinn. That was a defensive coordinator. It's like he knows how to play against him because he worked with him for all those years. So it was like the perfect game for Kyle Shanahan because he already knows the weakness of Dan Quinn based on the history. And again, the 49ers is a good-ass team, bro. Like, honestly, bro, they are the best team in the NFL, hands down. Like, there is no competition. Like, the Eagles, okay, the Eagles will not even.
We'll see. We play them.
The Eagles can't do what the Niners did Sunday night, bro. They can't do that.
They can't, bro. Bro,
all right, look, hold on, look. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Then I'm gonna go.
Yeah. We can get to the Eagles after we get at
No, not the Eagles. I want to talk about these sorry ass Cowboys. But go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and finish so I can have my take on this shit.
The 49ers is the most complete team in the league. I mean, from O-line to running back, to quarterback, to tight end, to defensive line, to secondary. I mean, damn, like there is no weakness on that team. And
they consistently playing like that every week.
Yeah, the same team we put up 36 points on. Okay. All right, go ahead.
You
talking about the Eagles?
No, who you talking about? The Eagles put 36 on?
Talking about last year.
Yeah, in the playoffs when we whooped their ass. But go keep going.
The 49ers.
They had a quarterback. They had a running back playing.
DC, you got to put that in the context, but y'all can keep going.
Exactly.
All right, look. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Because
let E finish, then you can hop. You.
All right, because this is nonsense.
49ers last year or the year before is not the niggas right now, bro. This niggas doesn't evolve, bro. They're at a different level this year. So whoever comes their way, yeah, bro, they're gonna give them that work.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Now that y'all got that bullshit out. All right. One thing y'all mistaken again. Y'all saying these 40, like y'all a prisoner of the moment. And I know y'all Cowboys fans, but I'm gonna say this as nicely as possible. The Cowboys offense is ass. Like y'all making these 49ers defense look so amazing. No, it's because y'all offense been bad. Y'all offense been bad since week 1. Y'all defense damn near putting much damn points to damn offenses. Y'all didn't kick 49 motherfucking field goals. Y'all can't score in the red zone. Y'all niggas is ass. That's why the 49ers look so goddamn good. Because y'all offense already at Dak already be conservative enough, but y'all can't keep up with the points if you gotta score. The defense been keeping y'all afloat this far. That's why y'all talking about the Cowboys. No, the Cowboys is ass for real. If y'all defense not scoring 21 points, y'all niggas not winning no games. Y'all not beating the Jets. Y'all not winning nobody. But if you watching this team of the Cowboys, bro, First of all, I'm gonna tell you why it's so trash. Dak can only throw conservative passes because now I'm gonna be honest with you. Whoever the fucking coach was, they ruined Dak. That conservative shit, when he started throwing picks, they ruined Dak. When Dak was throwing 4,000 yards and 3,000, that was the best Dak y'all had because he was taking chances. But I'm going to tell you, the real problem is that y'all do this every fucking year. Just because it's an America's team, y'all make niggas better than what the fuck they are. CD Lamb ain't no motherfucking Jefferson. I don't give a damn what you want to call it. He can't. See, hello. No, hell no. Let me get my take in. You can finish it later. CD Lamb is no better than Amari Cooper. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is that y'all making CD Lamb like he's some one big time wide receiver one. Of course, if you throw the ball to a receiver more than enough, he can make plays. But CD Lamb is not what y'all trying to make him as to be. He ain't no Tyreek Hill. He ain't a top 5 wide receiver in this league. That's the reason. And it makes it even worse. Y'all don't even got a top 15 quarterback to throw it to the nigga. So I might be even being harsh on CD Lamb because that can't even motherfucking pinpoint it to make him that much of a top 5 wide receiver. So then y'all go on this running back shit, this Pollard shit. Bro, the reason why Pollard was good is because y'all had a 2-man punch. Zeke was doing the little power shit. He wasn't getting no yards, but then it's the same thing that the Miami doing right now with Mostert and D-Chain. The reason why D-Chain is motherfucking averaging damn near 15 yards to carry is because Mostert running these little 5 yards. But when that nigga touches the ball, it's a different speed. So that's why the nigga running for 76 yards. The 49ers is a great team. I'm not disrespecting the 49ers. But you got to compare them to another great team. I don't think the 49ers hasn't dominated anybody as bad as they just dominated the Cowboys. Anybody. Like, if you look at any 49ers.
Teams match up differently.
No, it ain't no matchup differently. It's because, bro, y'all offense hasn't been good against anybody, Anybody.
I will say, and this is just regular season, like, this really ain't nothing new for the 49ers. I mean, they've been putting up these type of numbers going back to this is going from last year, just as far as we talk about regular season ball, because we know the playoffs are completely different. But it's been a good amount of games since they done scored below 30 points in a regular season game. Now, I haven't gone back and looked and seen exactly what their opponents have scored, but I just know that they have not scored less than 30 points. So I don't feel like this has too much to say about the 49ers because we know what they are. I just feel like
it's a wake-up call.
I don't feel like it's a wake-up call for a couple of reasons. So one, I still don't feel like that the absence of Trayvon Diggs is the reason for this.
Hell no.
So I just kind of want to get that out the way. But two, so we've been talking about these old ass coaches in the league right now. We looking at Sean Payton a little sideways because what they got going on with Denver. We've been looking at Bill Belichick because it's like, hey, the side of the ball that you're supposed to be good on, they've been getting their ass beat the past 2 weeks. That nigga Mike McCarthy, bro, I'm sorry. Kellen Moore was a way better offensive play caller than he was. Now, people can say what they want to and say, like, hey, situationally, he was bad and all this and yada, yada, yada. Well, guess whose hands that falls in? Mike McCarthy. You the head coach. You got a headset. If it's a situation that you say, hey, I want to run this, all you got to do is talk. He hear you. If he just not listening, then that's a whole nother thing. But the impression that I'm getting is that you're not talking. So he just letting him do whatever he want to do. Third thing is this. I know I just said two.
Yeah, play calling shit with the Dallas Cowboys. But go ahead. If you watch any top team, hold on. I just want to chime you on just on that part. If you watch any top team, bro, they got a whole different offense now. It's like y'all offense is damn near what was good 3 years ago. Like even the 49ers, these niggas running trick plays. These niggas running screen. Even look at the Dolphins.
Mike McCarthy's not that type of play caller.
But that's the reason why the niggas can't get because it's too.
And I ain't gonna lie, I drove home today, and I for once kind of felt bad for that nigga Dak, because I'm like, we can say what we want to, but let me finish. So we can say what we want to, but he has been putting up numbers these past couple of years. You know, Jason Garrett gets out of there. Kellen Moore has a little bit more freedom to do play calling. They're the number one offense last year. The only argument we had was that they do dumb shit at the most crucial moments. First year against the 49ers, for whatever, they can't get a playoff. We see Kansas City beat Buffalo in just as much, if not less time. And then the year before that, we wondering, the year after that, what's the main thing that's on y'all head? Penalties. So I'm not going to sit here and say that the offense hasn't been a problem the past couple of years, because I really feel like it's not. It's just there's not a lot of smart football. Mike McCarthy ain't, putting his foot down like, hey, no, we need to do this right here and all this yada, yada, yada. You're leaving all of it in the hands of your offensive coordinator. Shit, John Harbaugh ain't doing that. Brian Daboll ain't doing that. Shit, we know damn well Pete Carroll ain't doing that. If he wants something done, he going to put his 2 cents in. So, but this year, like I said, I done went ahead and gave y'all props. You beat the shit out the Giants, cool. You beat the shit out the Jets. My only thing was what's going to happen when it's time for the offense to score a goddamn touchdown. And we clearly see that Kellen Moore has taken his talents to the Chargers, because the problem with the Chargers ain't their offense right now. They looking better than they did last year, because I killed them last year for being a first half team and not being able to do shit in the second half.
Out there scoring 500 yards a game.
Their defense is just ass. They can't stop nobody.
Nah, for real.
We've already talked about that. So I just feel like that they have done Dak a disservice by letting this nigga Mike McCarthy. Because, bro, I can't tell you how many YouTube videos I'm watching. They talking about this nigga running plays from 15 years ago when he was coaching in Green Bay. Nigga, that shit ain't working no more. That shit is simple. You know what you're doing.
I just don't think he trusts Dak.
Yeah.
That's just it's not that the plays are terrible. He just don't.
But at the end of the day, this is my thing, E. Dak has gotten you to what, 12-4, 12-5 the past 2 years?
I mean,
if you want, nigga, you can say, look, we can say what we want to about that, but goddamn it, 12-5 is 12-5. If some shit been working, leave it alone. Sometimes niggas got to look in the mirror, man. Niggas, we want to blame everybody else but they goddamn self. And if you just looking at it right now, y'all ain't losing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, man.
Y'all not losing to Arizona with Kellen Moore. Y'all ain't putting up 16 goddamn points with Kellen Moore. Y'all ain't putting up 10 points against the 49ers. Now, if y'all would have still lost, but y'all would have scored more points, guess who we looking at? The defense. Offense ain't got nothing to do with that. So,
and that's one thing too.
But say, man, hey,
that's one thing too.
I'm just trying to keep it a buck. It is what it is. Y'all lost, but like I said, I try to keep shit in context. I think Mike McCarthy is doing a terrible job. If he wants to save his job, he better hire an offensive coordinator real quick, because shit at this rate. Say, nigga, if a team feel like they can run the ball against y'all gonna be in some trouble.
Hey, look, I was about to say, look, I think everybody found Dallas Cowboys kryptonite. Like, once Arizona beat y'all, that defense that y'all had, the number one defense that y'all was screaming about, became damn near a top 10. And the reason why is because if you look, what niggas like to do in this NFL shit is throw the ball, right? It's a quarterback league. But when they play y'all, and y'all can't stop the run because y'all got all that speed on defense, but y'all small as shit. So them big boys that's on that offensive line is pushing the shit out y'all. Y'all niggas getting ran through. And then out on a pass fake, then they throwing it deep. Like, I think everybody got the criteria to how to beat the Cowboys. Run the motherfucking ball. Play action.
Yeah, and although the run defense definitely suspect, but I do believe that the Arizona Cardinals did beat us different than how the Niners pretty much beat us. The Niners
I think the
defense.
49ers was
they ran the ball.
The Niners defense was just picking on all three levels: secondary, they linebacker,
Well, no,
group, and
it
they
was
defensive
see,
line.
but
We lost that game at the line.
No, but bro, the thing about it is,
and I'll say
everybody be looking at the 49ers like this last game is something complicated. It was very simple. Y'all stopped Christian McCaffrey. Hold on. Yeah. Y'all stopped Christian McCaffrey. I'm finna pull up the numbers right now. Christian McCaffrey had 19 carries for 51 yards, averaged 2.7 yards a carry. I would say that's damn good.
Our defense got tired.
His backup came in, carried for 10 carries, 69 yards and a touchdown, averaging 6.9 yards a clip. Y'all stopped McCaffrey, but y'all couldn't. So the fact is, they were still able to beat y'all as far as rushing. And when they saw that y'all was playing the rush, guess who scored? 3 times. Like, they literally got y'all to put 8 in that box.
And that's a big thing the Cowboys lost.
They got y'all to put 8 in that box, and I think it was like, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 of them. It looked like George Kittle was down there in there as a blocker to try to pick up the extra man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that nigga said, "Oh, ain't nobody over here. Oh, I'm 1-on-1."
Hey, listen, I don't know what happened with the Cowboys tight end play.
That nigga Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk got a good night's sleep that night because them niggas ain't had to do shit.
I don't know what happened to the Cowboys tight end play, but y'all was at y'all best when y'all had a tight end that was catching the ball. Now it's like y'all be force feeding CD Lamb like that shit gonna make a difference.
I don't think they don't even force feed him, bro.
We didn't force feed him yesterday.
He only got 5 targets.
He got 5 targets yesterday.
Well, he couldn't even get the ball out.
I'll say this, man. Like, was gonna make and break the Dallas Cowboys season, man. Like, I did a video about this early this year. So this past summer, a lot of Cowboys vloggers had like a sit down interview with Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. And Terrence Williams, he used to play for both Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. So he played with Tony Romo when Tony Romo was at his peak and at his best. And he played with Dak Prescott when he was young. And he said, and they asked him, who would you rather have as your quarterback, Tony Romo or Dak Prescott? And he chose Tony Romo. But for the reason that he chose Tony Romo is because Tony Romo will audible out of a play coming out the huddle if it's a bad play. And Dak Prescott doesn't do that. I did a video on this. And like, that to me is gonna what's make or break this Dallas Cowboys season. Like, man, look, Dak, I defend Dak to the T. But Dak Prescott, you in year 8 right now, bro. And like, honestly, you still got another year left on your contract. You got a no trade clause, but bro, like, honestly, Dak, you should take this as your last season for the Cowboys. And like, bro, if you going through your pre-snap progressions and you see that this is a bad play that Mike McCarthy called, bro, you gotta audible out of it. Like, you can't keep forcing these slant routes over to Michael Gallup, forcing these curl routes over, you know what I'm saying, the CeeDee Lamb and all. Like, it's nothing but a bunch of curls, slants, and flat routes we running. That's how we run it.
I told you, bro.
It's no creativity.
That's that old ass Mike McCarthy Green Bay offense, bro.
It's that scary offense.
He running that 1980s West Coast offense. The Niners was running back in the day.
That's not a West Coast offense, bro. That looked like some basic ass. I'm playing Madden on goddamn rookie mode shit. That's the only way you get them plays off is on rookie mode.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, man, like, so, but I did just kind of want to get y'all, kind of, I ain't gonna hold it too much longer. Just, I mean, I normally talk about more games, but it was like, goddamn, this game was just it was so talked about. It was like, it just had to, then it took up the whole show.
Yeah.
But I ain't mad at it.
We got the hardest schedule though.
Who's we?
Nigga, the Eagles.
We.
Okay, yeah, but everybody in the same division, we all got the same type of schedule. Y'all got the number 2.
I mean, y'all getting ready to get into the meat of y'all schedule though.
Nah, for real.
For the next meat of their schedule.
Yeah,
but they begin.
But
I think we played.
I don't know if y'all have heard this clip yet, but I'm pretty sure y'all have.
I'm tired of Micah on the internet, man.
But I'm gonna say this: laugh now, cry later. We got something for that. Just trust. If we see them again, just trust. And we're gonna put it just like that. I ain't gonna put too much on it. You gonna make it personal? We can make it personal.
I think
How personal is it?
It was already personal before the game started. Now
42 to 10,
I don't think you want to see us again. It might be a little bit
That
worse.
nigga Deebo, a real ass nigga.
Wow, Deebo.
I don't know what we trust.
Micah, Deebo. I don't know what to say. I'm getting uncomfortable.
I don't know what we trust. We trust, laugh now, cry later. I mean, I don't think you want to see us again.
Oh, damn.
Man, I swear, bro. The 49ers are one of the most.
You can't be out here in these streets calling yourself Deebo if you ain't talking like that.
To they fans, bro.
That was mad disrespectful.
Yeah, bro, and bro, I remember the wild card game that the Niners came out when they played us, bro. I think it was last year. They came out to Super Gremlin, bro. Like the Niners come out pumped up in a tunnel, bro. What we come out looking like?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think the Cowboys need to humble themselves though.
Yeah,
I feel like it was a good reality check.
Man, Dak done talking about he done got humbled twice this year, nigga. I'm tired of hearing that nigga too.
We always getting humbled.
That nigga came out talking about, I know I said it against the Cardinals, but this is definitely the most humble. Well, how many times you got to get your ass whooped to get humbled, nigga? You came out.
I think you got it wrong. I think his humble is more like, nigga, we not where we need to be.
Bro, this nigga came out after his last game, and the first
I think somebody needs to really light a fire up in the Cowboys.
But honestly, Micah does need to shut up because talking about, bro, it was personal when they kicked our ass 2 years ago. Last year,
twice in a row, nigga. Fuck 2 years ago.
Bro, it's always been personal. Nigga, we didn't talk about this game before the season.
Micah need to shut that podcast down, man.
Yeah,
man, bro, because this is my thing right here, bro. We thought the Cowboys was gonna be 4-0 before they played these niggas, man.
True.
We thought these niggas was gonna be 4-0. They lost against the Cardinals,
4-0.
And then it's like, nigga, you don't think this?
First of all,
you don't think this shit personal? First of all, nigga, your friendly ass out there doing
we lost to somebody who ain't got no eyebrows. Joshua Johnson got no eyebrows.
Nigga, he ain't got no hair. Fuck the eyebrows. He ain't got nothing. But it's like, bro, you out there being all friendly and shit, doing jersey swaps, and then want to get online and be like, I know it's personal. We got something for him next time. No, you don't. Really, you ain't had nothing for him this time.
It ain't personal, bro.
You ain't had nothing.
It ain't personal. You got somebody's jersey.
Matter of fact, you ain't had nothing for him the last time. You ain't had nothing for him the last time. I don't know about y'all, but I watched that goddamn game. That was a playoff game. I don't remember them calling 11 name.
Yeah, he got shut down,
So, hey, man, you ain't do shit the
really
last time.
Well, not enough anyway. Not to make a difference.
That's how I always say that. Micah is not the best pass rusher in the game. I will still put T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett over him because those guys, perform more,
so they can do it both ways.
Yeah.
They can do it both ways.
You can't do nothing to neutralize them dudes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Micah can be taken out of the game.
Micah Parsons is still a linebacker. Like, Micah Parsons, he's still, to me, in my opinion, is still a true linebacker, bro. Like, it's certain things Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, Nick Bosa, they do so much better than Micah Parsons. They can really put their hand in the dirt and go up against any great tackle in the league.
Yeah, Nick
they
Bosa,
put this man up against Trent Williams, which was stupid. But, bro, Trent Williams took that man out the
seat. The way they can do it is not only through speed and finesse, they also can do it with power. See, Micah Parsons, he got to be more finessing the people and do it with speed. But once they get a grab over them, they man, shit, listen.
Right.
Man, why the hell the 49ers and the Eagles got to play way in fucking December? Who the fuck made this schedule, man?
Nah, bro. It ain't even going to be. And I don't even like that. I don't like that either, Chris, because it's going to be a winter game, so they're going to be running 90% of the time.
So are y'all. It's in Philly.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
So I don't like it. I want to see how the way they just whoop the Cowboys' ass. I want them type of 49ers, so I know where the fuck we stand.
Well, at the same time, bro, y'all still gonna be throwing that bitch. Let's keep it a
Nah,
buck.
that's a fact.
Y'all still gonna be throwing that bitch, and they still gonna do what they do, nigga. They don't. These niggas don't change up because of no weather. I can't say that.
Yeah.
They do not
I
change up.
can't wait for that game though.
But why the hell y'all play these niggas when
It's
December?
gonna be a
I'm sitting
good
here looking.
matchup.
I'm like, man, when these niggas play, man, I'm ready for this now. Y'all play them niggas way in December, nigga. I ain't gonna be doing shit that game, nigga. I lied.
But hey, Chris, our schedule is about to be motherfucking must see TV every week.
Oh yeah, y'all finna get the Jets. Y'all finna get the Dolphins. Y'all finna get the Commanders again. The Cowboys, the Chiefs. Yeah,
y'all
bro,
gonna spank the Jets, bro. Y'all gonna.
Nah, for then it comes like the
I wouldn't be surprised if he was blocked the Jets, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, damn, why the hell that game all the way in December? That need to be like in 2 weeks. For real. NFL did wrong.
But I'm glad we get to play all these niggas though.
But shit, I guess this is gonna be the last topic though. It's only 2 undefeated teams left. What y'all think? And it's been a minute since I mean the 49ers, they got a more favorable schedule. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
Yeah. But I say this. The Eagle, Jalen Hurts only lost 2 games in the last 2 years, I believe. So the last 15, 16 games? That's all I'm saying. So I mean the niggas are winning. And the game that we lost in the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. So
that's not good sample size, DC, because when Dak came in the league, he went 13 and 3.
He ain't do shit in the playoffs.
Next year he was on. I'm just saying like
No, you said next year. Now we talking about the playoffs.
Oh Lord. I'm just saying like that's not good sample size because he only
Hey.
So you said Brock Purdy's great because he hasn't lost a game yet?
You said what happened?
So would you say
Dak went off in that playoff game though?
Would you say Brock Purdy's great because he hasn't
no, bro,
lost
listen.
a game yet?
Bro, listen, hold up. Let's get it very clear. I don't care what niggas, I don't need to see no more. Brock Purdy is perfect for that offense. I don't need to see another game. I don't got to see another week. No, that nigga been doing it for a long time now, like, bro, a year now, and he been balling the same. Bro, he good for that offense. He make the right reads. He be humble. That nigga don't do nothing extra. He make the right passes. Yeah, he good for that offense. Hell, y'all just considered one of y'all to be in the top defense, and he makes y'all look like fucking peeled cheese. So that's what I'm saying. So there's nothing else I need to see from Purdy.
I am just kind of interested to see, like,
hell, he was cooking in the playoffs before he got hurt. That one drive.
I'm just kind of interested to see the adjustments from Dan Quinn because it's like, they got 2 of the NFC. I mean, not the NFC, AFC East teams out the way. They got the Jets out the way. They got the Patriots out the way. They still got to play the Bills and the Dolphins. And we all know, and I ain't gonna lie, God damn it, I'm mad that nigga Trayvon got hurt. We was gonna see brother on brother.
Yeah.
But, and I'm gonna just leave on this. Y'all can put y'all 2 cents in, but I kept asking, even outside the Cardinals game, what is gonna happen if the defense is not able to do what they've been doing all year when they face a high-powered offense?
Get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Take it.
So I understand.
Next game is gonna be personal.
I understand it's the best team in the league. I understand it's the best team in the league.
At first of all, I don't like y'all saying that out loud. Like, nigga, we still undefeated too. So until they beat us, I don't care.
Nah, DC is just.
DC, you're
I've been seeing more flaws in Philly offense than I see.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds all good, but guess what?
But y'all number 2. Y'all number 2.
You hear me? I seen us win. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I know.
Look,
I feel you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm more
putting the
impressed with the
49ers
Eagles
one,
winning.
and I'm putting the Eagles too.
Yeah, look, as an Eagles fan, of course, I don't like the way everything's working out right now because I don't feel like we're not fully in sync. But I would say this: I'm more impressed with our Eagles winning now than it was when we was like 5-0 last year. And the reason why is because we've been winning close ass games. So at least I know these niggas still know how to step up at the end. I'm more impressed with us winning now.
That's baloney, bro. Oh,
Well, you know what's baloney? Dak Prescott's baloney. I don't respect nothing that a Cowboys fan say about the Eagles.
The only game that I feel like is that you could say that I would have wished the Eagles would have scored a lot more on them and did a lot better was the Patriots game. But at the same time, I understand that's the first game of the year.
They almost lost to the Commanders. They went to overtime with the Commanders.
Bro, do you know the Commanders ain't a bad team, E?
Please, man.
But nah, E, just like the same way you said how the Steelers, and the Ravens play, for whatever reason lately, man, the Commanders been playing the Eagles harder than the motherfuckers. I know the Cowboys always whoop their ass, but for whatever reason, they get up for the goddamn Eagles.
That's that division rival.
They be,
Chris,
they be trying to talk up, they be trying to talk their shit and get ready for the Cowboys, but for whatever reason they can't. But for the goddamn Eagles, the Commanders, for whatever reason, always give them a run for their money. They don't make it easy. So hey,
I don't see how E and them was saying that the Cowboys was a Super Bowl team. Well, Ronnie said it, but E was like, nigga, they got the best team, the second best team, and they lose against one team, the Arizona, and all of a sudden now y'all think y'all trash.
No.
They didn't think they was trash after this loss to Arizona. They think
that's what they said. That's what Ronnie said.
Man, he got humbled. Well. Like the 49ers humbled the hell out. Like the Cardinals,
we still a good team. We still one of the best teams in the NFC.
Like shit.
Okay, so
we gotta come up. Like
Jabbar, I'm glad you said that because this gonna be this my last this kind of I think I need y'all honest opinion. Then I'm gonna close it out on this. I forgot about this damn topic. So this was just a new segment I was kind of thinking about. I was like, damn, are they really better than? But let's see. And I'm just talking when we talk about the creativity, explosiveness, and stuff like that. So this is just a little segment for this week. Are the Cowboys' offense better than this? I think the defense can bounce back, but we just think about their offense. And I'm gonna stick to strictly NFC teams. So do y'all feel like that the Cowboys' offense is better than the Seahawks right now?
Nope. Hey, Chris, I'm gonna help you out.
Laugh, bro.
I'm gonna help you out, Chris.
DC, wait, DC. Let me keep going, bro. Let me keep going.
If it's anything better than the Packers, it's a no.
Okay.
They're the Green Bay Packers offense. That's part of
okay, so are the Cowboys better than the Rams right now?
Nope. Not on offense.
Oh wow.
Nope, not even close.
I mean, let me say this though, bro. Let me say this though. Like, although our offense hasn't been required to do much, man. Like,
but you're gonna have to
definitely say the same thing for Philly last year in the beginning, bro. Philly last year in the beginning, bro. They was beating teams earlier, in the first half, and the second half they would kick back and the defense would take care of the rest. Kind of like how we had.
Jalen did get hurt.
Giants. And
Jalen did get hurt.
Jalen
got hurt.
I would respect that. Yeah, no, I would respect that, but I feel like watching y'all games, I don't think that's what ever happened. I think y'all defense went up and they took care of the whole game completely.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think y'all Dak scored a lot of points and then the defense
as of right now, is our offense playing good? No, our offense is not playing good, but we seen what our offense is capable of based on the past few seasons. We still got the same roster intact for the most part. We only got a few good additions in Brandon Cooks, and we lost our tight end, but other than that,
And so this
I mean, the offense still has KP to be productive.
Yeah. But this is my well,
He's
shit,
just
I
not
already know
playing
the
good
answer
right
to
now.
this one.
He's not playing
But
good,
do
though.
y'all think that the Cowboys offense is better than the Lions right now?
No, not even close. That's disrespectful.
Now, E, I'm gonna ask you. This the last one. You think the Cowboys offense better than the Bucks?
No.
So
I would say no, man, because Baker Mayfield is just he.
Hell, you think they better than Arizona?
Yeah.
That nigga ain't shit, man.
Stop that,
Hey, hold on. Arizona didn't put up more points on offense than y'all. Hold on, while you playing?
But we haven't had a lot of offensive possessions. You know,
hey, Arizona put up some points. Don't disrespect Dobbs like that. Hey, Dobbs a better quarterback than Dak right now. Tell me I'm lying.
No, you're not. Hey,
tell me I'm lying.
Bro. You're lying, bro. Chill out,
bro.
Dobbs
is
playing.
If y'all had Dobbs, y'all might be winning games.
Hold on, I gotta put my face back up. What?
This really Dak only bad game, bro.
Yeah, like
this like
whoa.
Nah,
whoa. By what?
This Dak only one bad game.
Whoa. And I'm gonna end it on this. This is not Dak's only bad game. And see, I tried to tell y'all, and I'm because like I said, I'm you know, I think a lot of other fan bases, and I ain't just saying y'all in general, but I think a lot of fan bases, you know, try to be honest with themselves. But y'all do realize in that 40-0 blowout, and like I said, it ain't y'all fault. Dak had to do much, but this nigga threw for 54% and didn't contribute to one touchdown. I don't like that.
Hurts ain't how much Hurts contribute? How much Hurts contributed in the championship game against the Niners?
Let's see.
I mean, like we, you know.
No, let's see. I'm gonna answer your
question.
question.
In the championship
I
game.
want to make sure I pull up facts.
Oh, when you say championship game, you mean NFC or Super Bowl? Because the Super Bowl, I think he threw for like 4 touchdowns.
I'm just saying, we can play the game both ways.
And again, guys, it's week 5, y'all. The season is
we just blew the Giants out the water.
It's week 5.
Still a lot of football left. 5.
Bro, y'all not gonna get no better.
Mike McCarthy ain't called plays in 4 years.
I don't want to hear that.
Like the Cowboys always start off good and then they end out bad. But now y'all just bad already.
Hey, we starting out bad. We gonna get good, man.
Y'all might not even make the
playoffs. It's week 5, guys. It's week 5.
I don't know. Hey, we need our offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to call plays, man. He was calling plays for Russell Wilson when he was cooking.
3-2. Man, shit. Dallas might not even make the playoffs.
You know what? We should be 4-1 though. We really should be 4-1, but you know it is what it is. You know, if we don't make the playoffs, that's bad on our part. No lie.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I heard Cowboys supposed to be
I don't think it's gonna get that far.
I'm off in the basketball season, man. I'm off in the NBA.
Yeah, if we don't make the playoffs, it's that bad.
Chill. But nah, so
what them Hurts stats looking like, man?
Gonna be trash too.
Oh, my bad. So we got
Mavs.
Oh damn. So we got 15 to 25 passing.
That's gonna be all right.
121 yards.
It's terrible.
Yeah, bad. 39 yards rushing with a rushing touchdown.
He had to do much.
Shit, he ain't had to pass. Yeah, he ain't had to pass the ball. Like when I'm looking at their receivers, they got damn shit. It was terrible.
We just ran the ball the whole game. We was up 30. Like we ran the ball for the rest of the half.
Because
3 quarters
hurt.
ran.
Because they had a fullback playing quarterback for them. For the fullback playing quarterback. That's why.
Hey, but that don't change the fact y'all should have won again. No. What about the game? What about the Cowboys game when y'all still play like shit? The niggas only put up 10 points? How much points? Hold on. Y'all niggas couldn't score 1 touchdown?
Bro, we went up against one of the ferocious.
Chris, please look that up, please. Chris, please look it up.
Fam, like,
please tell me that nigga scored one touchdown.
Fred Warner and Greenlaw.
The number one offense for the second half of the
best
season that scored
linebacker
touchdown.
we see Brian Urlacher and Lance
Hey,
Briggs,
hold on.
bro.
I will say this: that boy Fred Warner is a
This
goddamn
Brian Urlacher
problem.
and Lance Briggs 2.0.
That nigga played. No, hold on. This nigga played
Patrick Willis,
linebacker.
Navarro Bowman.
This nigga played linebacker, DB, and pass rusher all in one play. I said, well, at that point, it ain't even nothing you can do with that. Ain't nothing you can do with that. He dropped back into the linebacker position. He stepped up out of the jam because they were trying to, the wide receiver was trying to chip him. He dropped back in coverage to keep him from completing the pass. And then when he see he ain't got nowhere to go, he rushed him, jumped up, and put his – matter of fact, he turned into a D lineman. He did 4 positions. He jumped up as a D lineman to block his passing lane, and then he sacked his ass. Oh, no, they scored a touchdown, DC, in the second quarter. I was like, hold on. No, they did score one. Like, I know I remember they did.
What was the score?
Turpin got it.
Oh,
what was the score?
This doesn't matter now, bro. That don't matter no more.
Yeah. Hold on, you talking about last week, Chris?
Turpin just got hurt. Turpin got hurt.
Huh? You said last week?
Yeah. Turpin out for like the
No. Sorry, sir. I'll say playoffs. The same playoffs. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about. I seen Turpin catch that stupid ass shit. I'm talking about playoffs. When the Cowboys should have won. The same team they saying, nigga, we ain't had to do much on. Them niggas ain't doing a diddly squat.
The only reason why I ain't too much tripping on them 2 games because both of them are 1 possession games. So I ain't gonna sit here and act like that. Both of these prior games were definitely better than what we just saw. Again, I feel like the difference is just Mike McCarthy.
Dak Prescott and Purdy,
offense, bro.
Nah, it's Dak and Purdy. That's what it is.
I mean,
nah, bro.
Hey, hold on. Hey, can I ask y'all a question though? Y'all do know this is like with Dak 15 years? Like how many years he been in?
8 years, bro. 8 years, bro. 8 years.
Chill out, bro.
It would have been 15? Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah, but for real though.
But
bro,
hey, it's
like,
still a lot of season left.
It took you 8 years to sit here and say Dak ain't that dude. That's crazy. 8 years?
I mean,
that's
sometimes.
Hey, that means he's past his prime. So what I'm saying to you is that don't you think y'all need to draft another quarterback or trade for one? Hell, put Trey Lance in the game. What y'all got him for?
Nah, we still because our season's not over yet, so we can't just like start doing dumb shit like that.
Y'all seen Zeke decline tremendously. Fuck, y'all didn't think Dak was gonna decline too?
I mean,
I don't think Zeke declined like everybody else think he did, but
yeah, and Zeke is a running back.
The offense just changed. The offense changed.
Man, Zeke declined like a motherfucker. That nigga slower. He can't.
Nah, bro. If you look, bro. Look at how the offense changed, bro. Like Zeke had his best days under Scott Linehan as offensive coordinator and Jason Garrett as head coach. Once both of them dudes left out, he stopped getting the ball.
Zeke physically
stopped getting plays ran for him.
Yeah, he's not as fast as he was.
Physically, he did. Physically, a little bit. He did. Physically, he did a little bit.
He declined. Not gonna lie about that. But like I said, man, it's week 5. By week 10, if we're still talking about the same shit, then you know.
10? You need 10 weeks. You need 10 weeks of this shit?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, if we're still having the same issue, we'll be good.
Yeah, me personally, I feel like at this point, because we seen the Cowboys defense, get Cooper Rush to, a winning record. He only lost 1 game against the Eagles. And it wasn't like he just got his ass whooped. I mean, he was, he was very I mean, he was throwing interceptions, but he was still hanging in. You know what I'm saying? That was still a close ass game. So I definitely feel like the play calling just needs to change. I don't like Dak is done and Zeke fell off the map. But I definitely feel like the play calling needs to change because, again, and people can say I'm nitpicking all they want to. I just do not feel like in today's NFL that defense is going to be able to, get you out of every game. We're not going to have no more historic defenses to where they keep teams under, 10, 14 points for 16, 17 games. It's just not happening no more. The league now is too predicated to the offense.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see scoring. So, I didn't see the best game I saw from Dak as far as the first 4 weeks, me personally, was that game against the Jets. They put up, as far as just the offense, I think that was the most points he put, as far as he threw touchdowns. But yeah, man.
They kicked 5 field goals in the second half, no touchdowns. But go ahead.
That was my only thing. And people got mad at me because they said, "Oh, you nitpicking and you ain't saying nothing else about these other teams." Oh, yes, I was, but you know what I'm saying. So I just I ain't saying nothing else. I done been quiet. I'm just gonna let the play on the field dictate on what's going on.
Hey, remember how y'all said the reason why Dak couldn't score is because it was the Jets? How y'all feel about the Jets defense now that it's week 5?
The Jets defense is the Jets defense.
Yeah, they've always been.
Hold on. But y'all have the excuse to where it's like, oh, he couldn't score because of the Jets. A lot of niggas scoring on the Jets still. I'm saying is, nigga, Dak couldn't score.
I mean, the Jets defense is still solid. The only reason the Jets defense has been bad this year because
their offense is.
Yeah, because
I'll say this, DC. I take a lot more pride in the fact that the main thing you want to do as an offense, you don't want them to score. Don't get me wrong, but I think they only scored. I think they held Dallas offense as far as getting to the end zone to 14. I mean, everything else was field goals, and it's like shit, nigga. You got to stop a team pretty goddamn far to keep them out of field goal range. Like I said, it's so predicated on offense now. Dallas haven't been able to do that. But the main thing that I just feel is that I feel like even if a team has a bad defense, I just don't know what they're going to do if they have an offense that can really score. We're going to see, me personally, I feel like this is going to be one of the biggest challenges that Dallas has as far as scoring. A team that can score. We know that the Chargers don't have defense. So what I want to see is, can the Cowboys score on them? Ain't like the Chargers done blew nobody out. Shit, the Raiders scored on them and kept that game close. So I definitely feel like this is the first game we going to see, okay, we all thought the Patriots defense was good. Ass. The Jets defense was good. They held them to so many points, but they were still able to kick field goals, ultimately won the game. The Cardinals, that is what it is. Giants, that whole team is, but this is the type of game I want to see. I know I have 2 high-powered offenses. Let's just say that I expect the Chargers to score because of the history that Kellen Moore has. If this turns out to be an offensive shootout, I just want to see how. Because with San Francisco, I can say they dominated y'all on all sides of the ball. But if this is an offensive game, I want to see if Dallas can hang in. That's just me. I want to see, even if they lose 33-35, 27-30, something like that. I can respect that. I can see that y'all actually, can put points on the board and score. That's just been my only question. If the defense can't show up, what is the offense going to do? If it's something like that,
you're right.
I feel even better. Hey, I feel even better if y'all win. Shut me up. Because niggas been talking about me real bad. But that's just me. I feel like this Chargers game is going to be a good measuring stick. That's just me. As far as the offense, we know the defense. And it's just me. People can say what they want to. I know San Francisco did what they did to y'all, but if y'all played them again, I don't expect them to hang 42 on y'all. That's just me. I would definitely expect this to be a much more prepared game. So I ain't finna sit here and just shit on the Cowboys defense off of 2 games. People can say that the Cardinals game was a trap game. All right, cool. I feel like y'all, they just kind of took the 49ers soft. Unfortunately, this is football. But if y'all definitely get a second crack at them, I don't think it's gonna go down like that. So that's just me. But I feel like the Chargers are definitely like, a game as far as measuring sticks. I feel like they have a high enough powered offense to where y'all defense really, I ain't gonna say not gonna be a factor, but I definitely feel like it's like, all right, offense, we need you to make this drive because we know what the Chargers have proven is that they can score points, and we know who they got running their offense. So I just
it's gonna be a real big game for Mike
matchup.
McCarthy and Kellen Moore.
You said what?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's gonna be a real big game for Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore.
I just feel like it has to be a battle of the offenses at this point. Cause shit, now, hey, somebody got to cover Keenan Allen. So hey,
I think Buckner Gilmore can do it though. He didn't look good against Brandon Ayuk, but he can. I think he can stop Buckner Gilmore. I think he can pull out his bag of tricks against Keenan Allen.
I feel like the only reason why he's gonna be able to do that is because Keenan Allen's more of a route runner. If Mike Williams was there,
right. He's not too fast.
Mike Williams just big. Mike Williams just big. You said what?
He's just big and physical. That's all. Yeah, Mike Williams is big and physical, man. I don't think Mike Williams.
Let me tell you, this is just me. I like the big physical receiver. I feel like those type of like Mike Williams. I feel like he could be a number one on a lot of teams. Like that big physical receiver where just throw it up and you can go get it. I like those type of receivers. Those are the type of receivers that I'm attracted to. Pause. But hey, like the AJ Browns, the Randy Mosses, them big body receivers, they're the ones that I don't care who you are as a quarterback. It's never a bad thing to have one of them. So
everybody need one of those.
Yeah, that's why I'm like Mike Williams is a number one receiver on shit. I feel like 80% of the teams in the league just because he a big body receiver that just got to go down there and get it. His only problem is he always get hurt. Oh, but we creeped up over 2 hours. But I feel like this is a good convo. A lot of people got some stuff off their chest, but you got any last remarks before we head out?
Yeah, man. I just want to see how my Cowboys gonna do next week, Monday night against the Chargers. It's gonna be a lot.
Another primetime game.
Another
primetime game. But yeah, like I said, I just like to watch good football. Yeah. I mean, I don't really be getting too crazy.
And we just got another. Yeah. And we got so many players on injury reserve right now, man. I think we should make some signings this week. Some kind of free agent signings or something, man. We got to make some moves.
Yeah, I mean, you saw what Buffalo did. They went ahead and signed Josh Norman. You had a lot of people raising their eyebrows, but hey, sometimes it don't too much matter, who it is. Sometimes you just need bodies. And we seeing that they done, took injury in their secondary. They done took an injury to their linebacker core. So, and I can respect the team that's at least trying to make moves. To some of us it might not make sense, but sometimes you just need some bodies in the room. And people can say what they want to. Josh Norman had, he went up against the best of them. We seen him go up against OBJ, have him blow his top off. He done had, I think he had a couple battles with Dez here and there. So it ain't like he done went against no scrubs, did his thing. And he played in the Super Bowl too, right?
Yeah.
Whenever Cam went.
Yeah, he was on that Panthers. With the Panthers, he's on that Panthers team.
So I ain't finna just discredit him. I ain't finna discredit him like that.
That's almost 10 years ago, but
Yeah. He there for moral support at this point. I was like, he on somebody's couch right now, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I guess my last little remarks, I went on my little rant about my team for you, Hawthorne, Baltimore. y'all need to get y'all act right with Tennessee, man. Tennessee been a roller coaster. Some teams, they done blew out some teams, but then they got blowed out. So, y'all better not lose this damn game. Y'all better not lose this damn game. After the shit y'all better not lose this damn game. And I hope that Lamar, I hope you enjoying yourself out there in London. I see y'all showed up early. I hope you finna go get some reps to them and, make sure they can catch that ball. I can't go through that 2 weeks in a row. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. And I'm leaving on that. 8 drops, 3 for TDs. You should be 4-1 right now, but it is what it is. But that's another episode of the Cold Truth Podcast. I'm your host, White Boy Chris. That's your bar Showtime. You see the ad handle. You can look him up on all social media handles, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everything, man. He on there. But we're going to be back here next week, and we out, man.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir.